Erick Northrop.
Quite simply, the song's about a garage. It's called This One Is Mine. There's a spot in the corner where he keeps his craftsman tools. No matter how full it got, there was room for a bike or two. With a damn good sign over the workbench, a Farrah faucet saved from a fire in '79. A rickety shelf for my grandmama's gardening tools. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Fishing poles is on the wall next to a fridge that's just for beer. A metallic road sign that says a Giants fan lives here. With a damn good sign over the workbench, a Farrah faucet saved from a fire in '79. A rickety shelf for my grandmama's gardening tools. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Most of my life was spent right here. The only place where I can be me. When I get my own, I'll feel like a kid. 'Cause I'll keep it like my granddaddy did. With a damn good sign over the workbench, a Farrah faucet poster from 1979, a rickety shelf for my baby's gardening tools. There are many like it, but this one is mine, all mine.
Tuned into Music with Purpose, a show about all kinds of music with all kinds of performances and all kinds of conversations with all kinds of performers. I'm Lisa Catherine, your host, and with us is Erick Northrop. It's
again.
been 3 years.
I know.
So fun to have you.
Yeah,
We have-
you were my first foray into publicity. I just started my career in like a month, and then I came on your show for the first time.
Yeah, how fun is that?
It was very fun at the time. I was nervous as all hell.
Me
but
too, because it was my first time,
Yeah.
one of my first times interviewing
hosting, yeah.
and hosting. Yeah,
You did a great
goodness
job.
Gracious, my goodness. So we've both been through a lot the last 3 years.
Growing, maturing.
Yeah, I'm anxious to talk about it. The first, listening to your first song, I've heard it before, and it just Garage was your
Yeah.
first song. One of the things I love about your music is the stories, the heartfelt stories that are personal. So many of them, or most
Yeah,
of them, right?
Mostly all of them.
Yeah.
The first song, This One Is Mine, is exactly what it sounds like. There's always one particular spot of someone's life that has been the same, if that makes any sense. Like, if you lived in a house for more than 10 years, you start, that's the crack in the wall. Like, you see all these little idiosyncrasies. Well, I just happen to write a song about one of my favorites. It's just my granddaddy's garage has been identical since he moved in 1974. And since I was born, that's the way we all enter the house. We all go through the garage door, and there's these landmarks, for lack of a better term, and I just put them all in the song. And it's just become so it'll, even when it's gone, it'll always be there.
We've seen you. You have a CD out,
Mhm.
and you're working on your second one, almost done.
Mhm.
So that's been
Yeah.
that's what's been going on. One of the things that's been going on the last 3
Super
years.
exciting. June of last year, 2018, I released my debut EP, which was started off as a marketing tool, and it turned into an album release. It was only supposed to be 3 quick songs that I could share and say, here's what I can do, so that I could get shows easier and so that I could promote a little easier. And it turned into like, let's put this instrument on there and let's build this song up to as best we can. If you're going to market yourself, do it well. And then changing hands, changing studios, and changing ideas and minds and hearts and all that good stuff, it turned into a passion project that I didn't know I had. And by the time it was released, that was probably my crowning achievement, not in musicality, but just as like I haven't achieved anything or accomplished anything musical up until then. So I was super proud of it, and it's out now. It's everywhere digital. I had hard copies because my fan base doesn't. You ask somebody to stream, they don't know what you're talking about. So I usually have hard copies with me, but thankfully I sold out because everyone's very cool and bought some. It's called Hole in the Wall. It's my debut EP, and I'm working on my follow-up, which was, if you want to get technical, it's the first LP, the first full-length record. So that's in the works now.
Well, it's a process. I had never been in a recording studio until I was down with you.
Yeah, it was a
And
unique experience.
I learned a lot. That's a whole experience.
It's arduous, and it's rewarding because you start hearing parts that you didn't know were there. You're like, oh, listen what you did there. It's like, that was cool. Let's do that, and over again. And by the time it's done, you hate it. But when it's released and all nice and polished up, you can't wait to play it so that everyone can hear it. It's like I said, it's arduous, but it's very rewarding.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
And it's been fun having a chance to kind of sit back and watch you on that journey.
Yeah.
It's
I'd never been in a studio either.
Yeah.
Like you and I, our first day in the studio was at the same time. So
was
just
fun.
on 2 separate sides of the couch, though.
Yeah. Other things that I know of that's been going on for within the last 3 years. You were in the Battle of the Bands last year, and did you come in second last year?
I did. I took silver in the 2018 Battle of the Bands, and I took gold this year.
This year, that's got to be an experience. I mean, you're competing.
They purposely avoided the word competition because it was meant to bridge everybody together. It was sort of an
I like
encouragement. I certainly wasn't competing. Not to say that it was nothing. They were very talented young men and women who were performing, and it was a learning experience. So the next time, like that's what happened when I won silver. I was like, well, the band that won, that's what I should do. Or, oh, I screwed up here and there, or I wasn't as clever or as witty as I should be, or I missed this note. It was a good thing, and then you get a lot of constructive criticism from your peers around you, and then you end up getting better and better. So it wasn't a competition, it was more of a camp.
I like that you said that. I mean,
One
the
big
whole
show.
Battle of the Bands, I think the first
Yeah.
thing you think of is
Right.
something that's
A battle.
competitive.
Yeah, like somebody's going to lose and it's going to hurt. And when-
Right, but
in reality, a lot of the kids, and I call them kids because I think I was the oldest act, they used it as sort of okay, next time, next
A
year,
learning experience.
we'll gather it up and we'll find out what so-and-so did and we'll figure it out. It's just a cool alliteration to say Battle of the Bands, but in reality, it was more of a joining of the bands, if you want to think about it that way. I was very pleased and very grateful that everyone voted me to win it. I had a lot of fun, and I hope to do it in 2020, although I think there's an age limit, so I'll probably just watch next year.
That's awesome. You could be inspirational to
Yeah.
other people.
That's the hope.
Yeah.
Inspiration, that's all I'm here for.
That's awesome. I've seen you mostly perform solo. Is that what your goal is, to do solo, or what's your thoughts on solo versus bands? And
3 years ago, you asked me almost the same question,
Did
and
I?
it was a completely different answer. I was in a band before I went solo, and I said, well, I know I'm going to show up to rehearsal, and I like all my songs. There's no voting. There's no vetting process for songs I like. So I just said, if I'm going to record everything I write, because I like it all.
right.
This year, I have changed direction. I've changed styles. I've more moved into a niche. I found all my nooks and crannies, and I'm filling them all in now. I have a direct line of sight of what I'm aiming for.
Excellent.
Unfortunately for me, it requires a band. If I want to portray the music the way I want to, I need some people behind me. So the goal is to get a nice cooperative group of people behind me to make some noise with me so I can fully make music the way I I feel I was intended to make music. So
And I know.
now the answer is yes, I need a band. I'd like
Awesome.
a band to
But
have.
That's why it's fun to have you back on, just to see
Yeah.
what's going on and how things are changing, what you've learned.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
And hear your music, which is it's fuller, and you're more
practiced.
relaxed and you're having more fun.
A month into my solo career,
Mm-hmm.
I had never played by myself
Mm-hmm.
without being in my bedroom to practice. But so I use this as a platform to be like, I exist. You should listen to me. There was nothing even to listen to, but I just wanted somebody to notice that there was somebody on his way to
Mhm.
making some music, and
We
that
noticed.
was yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it, and it's been noticed since. So I appreciate it all. And yes, it was more practiced and more full and lively and energetic, and that's just the mood I'm in.
You are now engaged. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I am very blessed. Dawn is the most amazing human being that has ever come into my life, and I couldn't be more happy and grateful that she was able to stick this out with me, because musicians are hard to be a companion to. There's a lot of inconsistency, there's a lot of struggle and a lot of pain, and when you come home from an empty show with tears in your eyes, it's a hard thing to watch somebody you love and care about go through something like that. And the fact that she's done it for 4 years
Mm-hmm.
and is now willing to commit her life and her last name to it is something I'm truly honored about. So I thank you for bringing it up, because it gave me another opportunity to talk about her.
She's a great girl, and I know she's
wonderful.
She's the subject of more than one of your songs.
Just one. Women like her have been a subject.
How do you want your audience to feel when they listen to your music? Is there anything in underlining purpose to your music, or what's your thoughts on your music and how you want it portrayed and taken?
When I began playing music, not professionally, just in general, when I was like 14, the only message that I took away from any band that I was listening to was I can do that too. I don't have to be a virtuoso. I don't have to be born a prodigy. Anything can be learned. Anything can be taught. Find the right people, get the right allies, and you can do it too. Now that I'm able to translate that message, I'd like as many people to know that if you're sitting around going, man, I really love what this band is doing. I wish I could do something like that. If I only knew how to play guitar or drums or bass or whatever. Yes, you can.
Mm-hmm.
You can so do it too. And please try, because you never know what kind of attention you're going to get. You never know what's going to happen, especially in these days with the internet being what it is. One cover of a great song and you're off and running. That's
Mhm.
it. So learn a song, get together with a buddy, figure it out. You can do it too. That's
And
the title.
but it's a nice variety. You've been really adding other things, and
Mhm.
so the feel of the music. Some of it is there's definitely some sad songs. There's some really
Yeah.
upbeat songs. There's some fun songs. There's some really
Much
introspective
like life,
songs. Yeah.
right? That's
Yeah.
peaks and valleys. Some days I'm super in love and I want to translate that, and then some days I'm pissed, and then it just, if I pick up the guitar on one of those days, that's just what's gonna come out.
Mhm.
I don't know what happened to some of them, because they went from feeling great, and then the next day when I went to finish the song, it went to a different direction, and I couldn't decide, so they got scrapped all in general. It's much like life. It's just, you don't have to stick to one thing. If you like multiple things, if you don't want to write a bunch of ballads, you don't have to.
It's art,
It's art.
it's expression.
It's waves. It's all
Yeah.
this.
and it can be healing for us listeners listening to some of this.
Even sad songs are healing, because it makes you feel like somebody else has gone through pain too. So
Mhm.
like,
You're not alone.
yeah, you're definitely not. Absolutely not. And sound is probably the best healing for me anyway. So I'm glad to have been a part of that, and I'm
Just
glad
starting
it's gotten,
still.
I'm glad it's gotten better personally from 3 years ago. But yeah,
It's been really fun to watch, and
thank you.
I'm excited for more.
Oh, there'll be more. You
We're-
can't stop me now.
We're just about out of time for chatting. We're going to go next to the rest of your set, a few more songs.
Looking forward to it.
Thank you, Eric.
I'm going down Mexico way. I don't wanna be found. I'm leaving El Paso with a 45, with one less round. Needed the pills and I needed the cash to get by. That store clerk was a mighty brave man, look me in the eye. I met a senorita with her emerald eyes of green. She would run screaming if she knew who was after me. All the lawmen of the southern red, white, and blue. Oh no, what's a junkie man to do? Wasn't even in my right mind when I took the light from his eyes. Whoa, wanted to feel what it's like. Now I'm cursed here to die by the sun. The man did not deserve to die. Only me for what I've done. If only I had one more friend tonight. The gallows are my only one. Whoa. I wasn't even in my right mind when I took the light from his eyes. Whoa, wanted to feel what it's like. Now I'm cursed here to die, to die. Whoa, by the sun. By the sun. Thank you very much. This is a true story. It happened to me on Valentine's Day when I was a young lad. So listen to the words and thank the good Lord it didn't happen to you. I had an idea on Valentine's Day to bring her some flowers of red. I didn't expect my blue eyes to see someone else lying in bed. I cried through my pain, asked her to explain why this woman looked nothing like me. Tears started pouring, her name was Lauren. Her biceps were bigger than mine. An arrow of Cupid made me look stupid on the day of St. Valentine. And all of those years, they all disappeared. became a country song. I couldn't believe, I just couldn't leave. My paper heart was torn. Did a double take, must be a mistake. My rose was really a thorn. I cried through my pain, asked her to explain. How could she do this to me? Tears started pouring, her name was Lauren. Her bank account was bigger than mine. An arrow of Cupid made me look stupid on the day of St. Valentine. And all of those years, they all disappeared when life became a country song. It's okay to laugh now, it's all in the past, but at the time I wasn't a fan. The fact that this girl destroyed my world 'cause a woman was a better man. Tears started pouring, her name was Lauren. Her biceps were bigger than mine. An arrow of Cupid made me look stupid on the day of St. Valentine. All of those years, they all disappeared when life. All of those years, they all disappeared when life became a country song. This one is for my mother. There's no way out unless you swim to the top. There's no way down unless you dive right in. There's no way through unless you get through. You'll never finish what you don't begin. Just dive in into the unknown. Dive in and give it a try. Put your time in like the river cuts the stone. Put your wings against the wind and rise. If you're persistent, you will find your key. Always the last one to open the lock. Never too late to reinvent yourself. Gather your strength and push against the clock. Just dive in into the unknown. Dive in and give it a try. Put your time in like the river cuts the stone. Put your wings against the wind and rise. And I'll be right here against the crowd. I'll raise my voice, I'll sing it loud. Life is mine if I choose. Imagine what I could win if I couldn't lose. Just dive into the unknown. Dive in and give it a try. Put your time in like the river cuts the stone. Just dive in and give it a try. Put your time in like the river cuts the stone. Put your wings against the wind and rise. Put your wings against the wind and rise. Put your wings against the wind and rise. Lady for no apparent reason. And she had a boyfriend, which was of no cause to me, but he was, for lack of a better word, a jerk, and she was not. So I wrote a song about how frustrating that is for actual guys who are just looking to have a meaningful relationship with someone. So, and have to deal with jerks. So this one's called Little Things. It's mostly for the men who are listening to me, and to the women if you're into that sort of situation, but mostly for men. So it goes a little something like this, called Little Things. Every night at the bar, there's a muscle-bound jock talking to a pretty girl, thinking he's got a shot. He's flexing his arms, but there's no gym for the brain. He's used the same damn lines that he learned in 10th grade. I'll tell you, baby, with a boy like that, he ain't got those little things lying. He don't remember your birthday, take you out on a weekday, or mute the game so you can bellyache. He don't remember anniversaries, he talks during movies. He don't know your best friend's name, it's the little thing. Spends his days at the office making money all week, thinking people down below him ought to kiss his feet. He gets in his Beamer, cuts me off in my truck, talking on his cell phone like he don't give a damn. But when he gets home and he takes off his tie, can he give you the things money can't buy? Like remember your birthday, take you out on a weekday, or mute the game so you can bellyache. He don't remember anniversaries, he talks during movies. He don't know your best friend's name, it's the little thing. It won't take forever for you to change your mind. Spend a little time with me and you'll find that I'll remember your birthday, take you out every single day. I don't like this game anyway. I'll remember anniversaries, making out during movies. I'm good at picking out baby names, it's the little things.